So I finally got to my closet, and yeah, I have one of these closets that somebody used to live in. I am kidding you not. Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm having anxiety. Okay, so I make videos when I have anxiety. My psychiatric pills haven't kicked in yet for anxiety. Okay, so let's make a video to distract myself from anxiety. Okay, somebody used to live in my closet. When I bought the house, I was wondering why there was a ceiling fan inside the closet. A ceiling fan with a globular light. And I was like, somebody was living in this closet because why would you put a ceiling fan inside of a closet that's not even a walk-in closet? And I found out from my neighbors that yes, a migrant used to live in my closet. And because the owners that used to live here before me ended up having a handicapped child. And so they had some kind of migrant lady living in the closet making probably $50 a day. And so they gave her free room and board, and she lived in the closet that my antique dolls were placed in. And okay, yeah, that's a story you probably didn't need to hear. So I just found her. Don't remember me ever buying her. That's the crazy part. I must have had her in the closet since I moved in here, and that was 10 like I don't know, 15 years ago. And here we go. So I bought her on eBay when eBay used to be a place where you paid by money order. And who is this? I'm looking at this in real time with you guys. Seriously, I didn't even take the wig off to find out who she is. We know she's German. If you're a doll collector, you know this is an antique German doll. How old? My guess 1890-ish, 1900. And I just found this. I always wondered where my antique cameo, Habil, don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, and don't write in the comments and be a prick and say, you pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry. I'm on Xanax right now. Okay, so yeah, we got a diamond. Is that a diamond? It's supposed to have a diamond in there. Oh yes, a mine cut diamond. And I think this is called rhodium. And it's a beautiful, I collect cameos now. Now, I bought this cameo for this doll. Now, the memory is coming back to me. I'm telling you, like, I totally forgot I even had this doll. And yeah, so the memories are coming back to me now. I do remember buying a cameo specifically just for the doll. And I wondered, where the hell did that cameo with the diamond that I bought? Now, who is this god? This is Flora. Flora, the goddess of flowers or some shiz? I don't know. Okay, so let's look her over. She has got a jointed composition body. And don't look at my manicure. I don't get manicures. I do it myself and it's all chippy. All right, so we got this jointed composition body. Look at this. Even the fingernails are actually, yeah, painted. All right, let's check out this one. We have all the digits, right? All the digits. It's good to have all the digits. And yes, I can tell right away from looking at this dress she's wearing, it is antique and original to her. Oh yeah, this is definitely an antique dress. This was not like put on in the 70s when they used to take the original clothes off of these dolls and put polyester dresses on them and throw the original clothes in the garbage. Oh yeah, this is antique, definitely antique. But, okay, the clues. What are the clues, boys and girls? So let's look her over. Ooh, she looks like a doll. That's, let's think. Let's think. Now, I've been collecting dolls for many years. Okay, she looks very, maybe Simon Halbig, maybe K&R, Cameron Reinhardt, but then also has like a little bit of a Kessner look, like a Kessner maybe 152 look, possibly a Kessner 129 look. Yeah. Oh, but she's got pierced ears. Okay. And so pierced ears, actually, yeah, Kessner really never made dolls with pierced ears. Yes, I've never actually seen a Kessner with pierced ears, but I've seen Simon and Halbig and K&R or Cameron Reinhardt dolls with earrings. All right, let's take this wig off. And this is original. I could tell you right now, this is an original mohair wig. I could definitely tell by the wefting. And by the way, yeah, she has a bonnet. And I made this bonnet for her. It just dawned on me. Yes. Okay, the memories are coming back to me. I made this bonnet for her when I actually was creative at one time. And yeah, wow, look at the colors I used. This is actually really beautiful. And here's the other side. We have ostrich feathers, boys and girls. And so it might still be stuck in her hair. Which way does the bonnet go? Oh, it must go this way. And let's put it on her head a moment. Hold on, I'm being texted right now. I can't answer you back, whoever it is. All right. And here she is with the bonnet. And look at that. You see how a bonnet can change the way something looks and make it more prettier? All right, so now I'm going to take this. Yeah, by the way, you lost. You're demoted. You lost this cameo because now I collect them. All right, let's turn her around, boys and girls. And here we go. We're turning her around. And we're going to take this wig off because I always made the sellers remove the wigs and remove the pates and stuff the inside of the head for shipping because they did not want the head to end up being broken. All right, so what are the clues? Wow, yes, this is an antique wig. It is absolutely stunning. These wigs, if you want to buy one of these as a replacement for your antique doll, and it is antique, expect to spend at least $125 to $300 for one of these. It's insane. And she has a plaster pate. You hear that sound? That is not cardboard like K&R used and Simon & Halbig. All right, what is her number? Her number is 192. Okay, so this is a mystery doll for sure. Now, I do see a lot of dolls, and I did see a lot of dolls being marked 192, being told they were in the description, Kessner doll or Cameron Reinhardt. So this is an ultimate mystery doll. The 192 dolls, I don't think any doll historian has ever been able to figure out whether Kessner actually really did make these dolls or if K&R, Cameron Reinhardt, which had the heads made for them by Simon & Halbig, actually made this doll. Okay, she has no cracks or chips on the back of her head. Hallelujah, Lordy. And the inside of her head is stuffed. She has sleep eyes. All right, let's look over. Now, if you look at the back of her dress, it's more peachy and pink than the front. Now, this dress, I'm going to guess, was at one time a pastel pink color, and it faded, and it started turning white. And that's because of probably the dye they used to make this dress. Let's check underneath really fast. By the way, look how it even closes in the back. It has a drawstring. This is a lovely doll. I can't believe, I don't even remember buying it. And I must have bought it at least 15 years ago and forgot about it. Placed it in my cabinet. Her head completely swivels. It does a 360 degree like Poltergeist. Remember the movie Poltergeist when her head spun around and she threw up pea soup? Yes, that happens. The arms can be raised up, and she can do the Heil Hitler. I'm only kidding. She can actually do all sorts of things with her arms, and you could pose her. You can do stop motion videos with these type of dolls and have them look like they're actually moving. Yes, I've done that before. I had an app for that. All right, so let's look at these eyes and the eyebrows. All right, so if we're going to look at the eyes, it looks a lot like a Kessner doll. Or a Simon Halbig. Let's go ahead to the nose and mouth. Upturned corners slightly. Kessner was known for the upturned corners of the lips. And they used to shade just the top part and the very bottom part of the lip with a darker red. But who made this doll? So we're going to go down the Google rabbit hole tonight. We're going to find out all sorts of cool shiz. Let's check out, let's check out under her dress. Does she have her original undergarments? That is the question. So let's go ahead. Oh, yes, she does. Oh, this is like a factory original doll. This doll was probably never played with because she's in that good of condition. Now, I'm not going to take the clothes off because if I take the clothes off, then it's going to be a pain in the arse to get it back on. And nobody wants to do that. All right, let's go ahead. She has original pantaloons. Look at this, guys. Her original pantaloons, which were underwear. And, oh crap, she has her original shoes. I did not even realize that. Look at this, original leather shoes with shoe buttons. Wow, this is a classy product. When they made this to scale of a real little girl of the time frame. So this is an actual time capsule. Look at those original socks. Look at that. They're brown with brown boots. Let's get this in better lighting because it's nighttime and it's very hard to see the colors. But let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, they even have heels. Her shoes even have heels. There they are. Wow. Look at that. Shoe buttons for closure. And this is actual antique, not replacement. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I taped her to the stand. I actually taped it because you know what? These stands are shiz. They generally fall apart. All right, so let's do research and find out on the internet other dolls marked with 192 and see how they're being described. Okay, so I'm making this video ad hoc, all right? There was no preparation in this, so it's going to suck. And so I'm warning you guys. All right, so I'm looking up these doll. Holy guacamole. 1,450 doll hairs. Here we go. 15-inch K&R Kammer and Reinhardt. Is this a 192? We'll find out in a moment. We'll find 192, 640. Oh, no, I don't want to get you. And your stupid app, eBay. You'll make me only want to buy more shiz. And this is a teeny tiny version of the doll. Okay, yeah, look, original little shoes. All right, let's see more. 24 photos. We have to look at this. All right, so this is a tiny one. This is a cabinet size, 15-inch. Now mine is way bigger. And does she have pierced ears? That is the question. It looks like her eyes. Oh yeah, they don't even sleep anymore. Somebody effed around with the plaster of Paris inside her head, unless I'm seeing this wrong. Okay, let's continue to look. Let's get there. Okay, so the back of the head is marked 192. She has pierced ears like mine. And they're saying this is a Kammer and Reinhardt doll. All right, let's look. What does the description say, boys and girls? Let's get through the 20-something photos in this listing. And you can see even the little version. Oh, it has a marking. Let's look. What does it say? It's German. Gesetz, Gazut, Gazette. Am I saying this right? Gazut, Gusenheim. I don't know. Tageldorp. I don't know what the hell that says. Okay, so we know it's a German product. All right. All right. Now, doesn't German always sound like it's shouting? Like German people always sound like they're angry. And what the hell is going on here? All right. Here's what we look like without our clothes. Yes, this is not safe for work. Okay, there we go. Can we continue to go? Oh, damn it. I'm on my phone. It's freezing up. Damn you. All right. Yeah. We saw all this shiz. How do I get back? Ugh. Oh, all right. So $649. Where's the damn description? Now I know why people complain when they buy shit on eBay off their phone. They don't read the description because they can't find it. Okay, it says Kammer and Reinhardt. This is an early Kammer and Reinhardt, 192, marked with the letter S. But how do you know that? Let's find out. Let's go back. And this is going to be a long video, so stick around. And here's other dolls that are marked 192. Oh, for freak's sakes, over here. Okay, here we go. 192, 2,145 euros? Wait, could that be for real? That's equivalent to, I think, 2,145 US dollars. Oh no, it's equivalent to 2,280 US dollars. Are these dolls that expensive? Antique German Bisque Kammer and Reinhardt, 192. But we know Kammer and Reinhardt did not make their own dolls. It was the heads were made for them, I believe, by Simon and Halbig. I look at this girl and she looks very Kastner-esque. Even the mouth's closed. That's why. So this is an open, closed mouth, I believe. It doesn't look like the cutting for the mouth was ever opened. So that's why she's commanding such a high price. Well, let's read the damn description. Okay, this rare antique German Bisque doll made by Kammer, they spelled it, and Reinhardt, circa 1898-1900. Her Bisque is made by Simon and Halbig. Interesting. The doll stands, blah, 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 20 inches, around the same size as mine. Very rare version of the mold with closed mouth. Okay, so that's why we have the high price on that one. Now, they're saying it was made by Simon and Halbig for Kammer and Reinhardt. But how do we find that out? There's so much talk. There's people that call this a Kastner doll. So here's another one. Let's go ahead, check this baby out, if we can, because I'm doing this on my damn phone. And, oh, here we go. This one being sold for $960, sale pending. Oh my God, how annoying. Oh, here we go. All right, so you see how they look so different because of the color of their hair? Just the color of the hair can change the way a doll looks. And this one, exquisite. Somebody did pay $960 for this damn doll. And come on, pictures, load up. Oh, look, she's running. All right, this seller knows how to market. This seller, Kathy Librati, she was on the Antiques Roadshow. She does doll evaluations all the time. Ah, come on. All right, there we go. Very much like mine. Yeah, she does doll like appraisals on the Antiques Roadshow. I've seen her on there before. She lives in Brooklyn, New York. Well, the last I remember. Actually, she got started because she was walking by a dumpster one day in Brooklyn, New York. By the way, I'm from like Brooklyn, Queens, New York. So that's why I was interested in her story. And she found antique dolls thrown in a dumpster. And she was taking them out of the dumpster. A family, I guess, some person passed away, and the family was throwing all that person's dolls out. And I think she found like some really good dolls in the garbage, and then she started collecting dolls. And so, how do we get out of this box? Oh, phenomenal. All right, let's read what Kathy says about this. Now, she's pretty much a doll expert, and she said, make some space in the collection cabinet. Lovers of early German dolls. If there were a German doll that could be fittingly termed the German babe, this girl would be it. The Cameron Reinhardt 192 is an exquisite and uncommon model of doll, with a precious wide-eyed face that is sure to gather the attention of she's really a great marketer of doll lovers. She's making me want to buy that doll that was already sold. Even more importantly, she is on her original Kammer and Reinhardt composition and wood body, in great condition, with a perfectly blushed bisque head that won't surprise you with any hairlines or cracks, sporting her wonderful and antique factory chemise, with lavish lace trim, antique underwear, and original antique black oilcloth shoes and antique socks. By the way, mine are leather on my girl. The girl will be a gold star in any collection. The wonderful Cameron Reinhardt quality in the delicacy of bisque and coloring is particularly evident in this beautiful 192 as a response to the Kessner early child dolls. Every collection deserves one of these charming beauties, particularly one with so memorable a presentation. All right, Kathy, you are a marketing genius. Seriously, yeah, sale pending. You sold that for $9.50. So my doll's got to be worth about that too. My baby has an original dress, and there we go. More information. Okay, so I found another article. I'm trying to figure out the mystery of this doll. Who the hell made her? It says Antique Doll Journey, having fun in the learning. Okay, well, here we go. We have a Kammer and Reinhardt 192 doll here. August 27, 2022. Unpacking the K&R 192 doll. This month, a very tall and tired Kammer and Reinhardt 192 arrived at my door. It says, by the looks of the doll and simple eBay search using the keywords antique German 192 doll, I found results that labeled these 192 dolls as Kessner and Kammer and Reinhardt. My first thoughts considered the idea that they work together. Besides, we do find doll heads with Kammer and Reinhardt's K&R, along with Simon and Halbig on the back of doll heads, so maybe it was possible. Only this doll has a number and no letters whatsoever. I consult the only books I have currently on the matter, the German Doll Encyclopedia by Cieslik and Kessner, King of Doll Makers by Jan Folk. The Kessner book shows a doll numbered 192. I have that book and I can't find it in all my chaotic mess. The Kessner, King of Doll Makers by Jan Folk, I do have that book. Oh, if I can only find it now. The Kessner book shows a doll numbered 192 on page 100 that resembles my 192. In the book, the author says it has pierced ears. Now, Kessner never made pierced ears. It says, now see, some Kessner doll collectors say Kessner made no dolls with pierced ears. Yeah, that's what I just said, bitch. Only kidding. But here, a book says it does. Who do you believe? But staring into the face, I don't see the sad expression I was expecting. Somehow, Jan Folk's book dissatisfies my need to identify the doll correctly. Holy cow, this article is great so far. She shows only the face. No image provides evidence of how the mark appears on the back of the head. No photo displays the original body. So many questions are left dangling this antique 192 mystery before me. Okay, identifying the doll body with the with the body book by Thoreau. Don't know if I pronounced that right. Don't be a prick and correct me in the comments. Florence Thoreau created the body book with a wonderful variety of colorful photos of doll bodies with their measurements, makers, and years of manufacturing. The doll bodies range from the French brood to the unknown German baby doll bodies. This helps me also narrow down the doll as long as the head and body originally came together. This ball-jointed composition body has attached ball joints at the shoulders and hips, but separate ball joints at the elbows and knees. We'll have to take my doll apart, maybe. Ugh. For this body identification to work, I look at the knees first. Most German doll bodies have sculpted knees and dimples in their knees, unlike the early French dolls. Next, I look at the shape of the thighs, then the shape of the hips, the structure of the shoulders, inner upper arms, and the wrists. If I need to, I consider the color of the varnish or finish and the sculpting of the torso and belly. Now, I do know, in my experience, a lot of Kessner dolls that have jointed composition bodies did have a red stamp on the back of the ass, like the side of the ass, that said Excelsior. Excelsior or Excelsior. And we'll check this out in a moment. It says the finish, the sculpting, the toes, the feet, too, matter in distinguishing between two similar doll bodies. An unsigned Waltershausen doll body. With all that in mind, I believe I see a doll body on page 53 that resembles the doll body mainly in the squared off shoulders and buttocks. Mine is unsigned, so I narrowed down the conclusion to say the doll body was made in Waltershausen, not Sonneberg. Most, not all, doll bodies were made in Waltershausen, went to Kessner. Yes, Kessner made the whole doll from head to toe, and made heads for other companies as well. Okay, many Kessner bodies evidently used by Kessner bore a signature stamp on the back of the torso, making them easy to identify. Like I mentioned earlier, difficulties in distinguishing, oh my god, this is getting boring, between similar doll bodies. That narrows down the possible makers. The sculpting of the knees, I realize, don't match. One has a dimple, the other does not. Therefore, one is definitely a replacement, so I had to ignore it. It's throwing off my discernment. I don't have a lot of Waltershausen doll bodies in the house to help me. I've only the book. Looking at the legs again, I think the knees resemble a body on page 55, more on a body used by various doll makers, including Kammer and Reinhardt, but the color of the finish doesn't match. The lack of specifics prevents me from worrying about it too much. Some other day or time, I will come across the details that will answer the questions. The sweet facial features of this 192 doll head include her wide, deep brown glass eyes, just like mine, thickly painted, tapering eyebrows, deep rosy cheeks, and her pierced ears. Her softly open mouth with 4 teeth causes her to have a softened look of surprised disappointment, much like me. I think I have 4 teeth left. The eyes still open and close when she lies down, with a working weight still in place. According to Jan Folk, the Bisque dolls with open mouths showing their teeth in the smiles began production in the 1890s. She has a number 15 at the bottom of the neck. I measure the circumference of the head where a wig cap would sit, and it measures about 15 inches around. This makes me ponder if the 15 and the inches relate. Understanding the bottom size numbers on Bisque head lies in my growing and neglected things to learn list. On her head she came wearing a short, curly, and somewhat matted wig, with a fabric cap with its straight bangs, and the wig and hairstyle remind me of the Kessner 192 doll on page 98. Now mine came with a plaster pate. Kessner was the only company known to make plaster pates for doll heads. Now the French used cork pates, and the other German doll companies used cardboard. So, yeah, this mystery is deepening, okay, because mine has a plaster pate like a Kessner. Somehow I used my imagination and envisioned the sweet face of this Cameron Reinhardt 192 doll in her original minty condition with lace and frills. The 7-year-old girl inside me smiles. What fun she was to someone once upon a time. And this antique doll journey continues. What? Wait. Are you shitting me? There's no answer? There's no answer. Well, fanabula. Okay, now the research continues. It says very rare and wonderful German Bisque character 192. Now I'm doing this ad hoc. There is no absolutely. Oh look, now the Rose. Does anyone know who the Rose is? I'm pronouncing it wrong probably. Whatever. Okay, I am not good at French. And I did my DNA. I'm actually part French and Basque. Okay, so I should know French. But can't do it. All right, so the Rose Auction House is a well-known doll-only auction house and doll house auction house. They only sell like antique, exquisite dolls and doll accessories and doll houses. Now, these people wrote books. And that's the lady that wrote the Body doll book. She owns this auction house. And it says here, very rare and wonderful German Bisque character 192 by Kessner. Sold for $10,000. What? No, that's a completely different freaking doll. So another doll was marked 192? Are you shizzing me? Okay, let's go back and continue to do our research. This is not the same face as my doll. Not even, yeah. Wow, okay, here we go. Well, look at this. This is a doll that actually used to be mine. Oh my God, I'm still on eCrater? Oh my God, I made this account like 15 years ago. Oh, I better figure out how to log into that account and take this doll away. And all the stuff that's probably in there, because that was my doll that I sold many years ago, my Kessner. Okay, I did not even know I even had an eCrater account still. Okay, oh, I'm going to have to go on there. Here we go. Here's a 192. A 192. Oh my God, I forgot about eCrater. It was when I was trying to branch out and sell on many different platforms. Okay, here's a 192. Face looks identical to mine. Identical. Okay, let's look further. And let's try to figure out, come on, load Ruby Lane. I used to sell on Ruby Lane also. Here we go. Straight wrists, though. I think that denotes an earlier doll. Interesting. Okay, there we go. 192. Come on, let's get to the head and shiz. Okay, she's on a real chunky, ball-jointed body that looks a lot like an early Kessner body. This is getting more interesting. Now, I've seen these bodies on early Kessner dolls, like the other one we just saw in eCrater. She had the same body as this, identical. Yeah, that looks like an early Kessner body. Interesting. And there's the 192 stamp with the number 9. And it has pierced ears. But who the hell made this damn doll? By the way, if you're new to dolls and doll collecting, the reason why they light the head up with a lamp is to make sure there's no hairline cracks or chips. You would see it if you actually lit it up with a lamp. If you see a hairline crack or chip, the doll is toast. It's actually worthless. Well, it brings down the value by at least 70-80%. So there we go. All of her in her glory. Now, how the hell do we get out of here and read the damn description? Now we have to go back. How annoying. All right. Let's read this description. Oh, here we go. All right. So it says, this is a truly breathtaking, rare, all original and stunning doll. She has lovely gray sleep eyes. Her rich and curly blonde hair wig has the original plaster dome, like mine. She has a beautifully painted eyebrows, open mouth. Yes, I read fast. Open mouth with a slightly pouting upper lip and porcelain teeth. She has high quality, perfect bisque with, oh, let's hit more. And it says, manufacturer Kessner, Germany. Condition excellent. Well, guys, I don't think our research is really going very well. All right, she has a plaster pate. Kessner has only had plaster pates. The body is clearly, I've seen Kessner bodies that had straight wristed arms like this. Let's just get there. And yes, and they actually use the same, that's the same finish and the same color that's on my earlier Kessner doll bodies. And I'm starting to wonder what the hell is going on here. Okay, and how much is she? How much is she being sold for? Where's the damn price? $1,950. $1,950. She does not have a closed mouth. She has the same face as my girl. So I got a really valuable doll. We're looking at the different prices, the price ranges. I think we saw one at $950. That was a really small, diminutive size doll. This one being as tall as mine, $1,950. Wow, people, collectors really love these 192 dolls. Very interesting. They're not generally found very often, which is quite strange. All right, let's try to look at the body. Now, I've seen enough Kessners in my career to generally be able to recognize what a Kessner body looks like. Where's the ball? The ball joint for this girl's leg. Okay, it's there. And it's attached to the lower part of the leg. And the ball is actually built into the lower leg. Interesting. And you can see it here. Here's the knee. The kneecap built into the lower leg on this guy. Now, the finish is very similar to the finish I've seen on Kessner dolls. Let's go ahead and try to check out the buttock, where the mark would usually be, but there's no way in hell that I am taking this outfit off and have it a chance that it's going to get destroyed. Yeah, not going to happen. All right, so let's look at the coloring. And this is a real mystery. So mine is marked the same as the other one, 192 with the 9. Let's look further down on the neck. And yeah, if you see that, that's just a hair. Thank God. It's not a hairline. 192.9. Who made you? Who made you? So you're not going to tell us? You're going to leave us hanging? So we thought we were going to solve a mystery tonight? And now you're telling us we can't solve you? We can't solve your mystery, the mystery of who made you? Who the hell made you? Let's look like as close as we can. Who made you? Your eyes look unmistakably Kessner to me. Oh yeah, your eyes look unmistakably Kessner to me. But your lips do have the upturned corners slightly. You have pierced ears though. You're not supposed to have pierced ears, but you do have teeth that are very similar to Kessner teeth. I have kept a lot of Kessner dolls in my collection. Those teeth look very Kessner to me. Those eyes look very Kessner to me. Okay, now we're going to put the flash on because it's nighttime in my house. And we're going to like really look at this girl. Now the inside of her head is stuffed to protect the glass eyes. And so you might see tissue stuffed in her mouth. But those teeth are unmistakably, they look like a lot like Kessner teeth. Let's look at the eyes. And if you see this is not hairline cracks. It is actually just the hair. All right, it's the mohair. Let's get that out of the way. Let's check out these eyes. And, who made you? Are you telling us? Ugh, the hair is just irritating me. Stay out of the way. Who made you? So we're doing a little study. We're looking at the features. Even the color used for the nostrils look a lot like a Kessner color. But then again, we are totally miffed. Let's look at the color of the finish on your hands. Again, I've seen Kessner dolls in my collection with the outlines in this same color. But yeah, Simon and Halbig did that too. And I am not taking her dress off. There's no way in hell I'm taking the dress and all its finery off. These things are very fragile. And again, let's look at the construction of the dress. Kessner was known to have made whole entire dolls. We're talking entire dolls from head to toe with all the clothes and all the accessories that the doll needed, like the underwears, the shoes, the socks, the wig, everything. So they made entire dolls. But who made her? Who made this adorable girl? And I think the mystery, here's what I think. Okay, my conclusion. My conclusion is that a company, we don't know who the company is. It could have been Cameron Reinhardt. Could have actually commissioned factories to make a specific mold of 192. And by the way, Kessner usually has 3-digit numbers in their mold numbers, like mold number 159, mold number 152, mold number 154. This has a 3-digit mold number. Simon and Halbig did have some numbers like 739, 9. I think 939 was one of their numbers. But for the most part, their numbers are in the thousands, the 4-digit, like the 1040, I'm trying to think. The 1073, I think, was one of them. The 1009. So my guess is some company commissioned two other companies to make this doll for them, the 192 mold. So they said, here's my specifications. This is the exact mold of doll I want. I want you to make it for me. And so I think that they commissioned Simon and Halbig and Kessner to make the heads for them. Because if you think about it, there was probably some kind of issue going on with being able to, give a certain amount of quantity. So maybe Kessner said, hey, look, we're too busy making our own dolls and like 50 or 60 different models. And we don't have enough, enough dolls to give out to you. So the company probably approached Simon and Halbig because I'm thinking like I saw the same doll, the 192, with the straight-wristed body, which is an earlier body with the plaster pate. So I think Kessner was commissioned first to make the 192 doll. And then when they couldn't give the amount of quantity, whatever other toy company that wanted this 192 mold, made for them, they couldn't give them the quantity they wanted. They approached Simon and Halbig to finish off the rest of the quantity. So that's what could have happened here. So this doll could have been made to the exact specifications of the toy factory or the porcelain manufacturer or company that, well, they didn't manufacture it. They had Kessner, which was its own porcelain manufacturer, or Bisque manufacturer, and Simon and Halbig as well, to make the dolls for them, for their company, whether it be a toy company or a doll company. Not all German doll makers made the heads themselves. They commissioned other factories to make the Bisque because they didn't have Bisque factory making capabilities. They just basically had warehouses that would assemble heads bought from other countries onto their own bodies, perhaps, or bodies made by other companies for them. So sometimes it's a marriage of different companies making different parts for different companies. So my guess is Kessner did make these dolls, and so did Simon and Halbig. It's just a matter of figuring out, do I have a Simon and Halbig version or do I have a Kessner version? This is very unmistakably Kessner, in my opinion. I could be wrong. You can correct me in the comments below. But I know for a fact Simon and Halbig never used plaster pates inside for the lid, to actually complete the sawed-off part of the head to make a complete dome. And I know Kessner only did that. It was the only company that made plaster pates. So my guess is two different companies made. By the way, I want to look at this Habili, whatever the hell type of cameo you call it. But yeah, it does have a diamond, a mine-cut diamond. Oh my God. This was probably made in the early 20th century, probably between 1900 and the 1920s. Ah, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to take it off of her. I'm sorry, you're demoted. You lose this cameo. I want it to actually put with my jewelry collection. All right, so that's it. We come to a wrap up of our observation and our research. Our research has come to an end. I don't care. Whoever made this doll just made such an absolutely beautiful doll that I don't care who made her. Although I would like to know if it was made by Kessner. I would like to know if it was made by Simon and Halbig. But I guess the mystery will only the mystery will only deepen. We will not know who made this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful face. And if you know, write it in the comments below. But you have to know for sure. You can't guess and say, no, it was made by Simon Halbig. No. No guess. Only if you know for certain. Now, if you are guessing, I want you to tell me, who do you think made her? Who do you think made her? Do you think Cameron Reinhardt made the head? Simon Halbig made the head for possibly Cameron Reinhardt? Or did Kessner make this head for possibly Cameron Reinhardt? Tell me your opinion in the description below. But when you say opinion, say opinion. If you know for sure, right, I know for sure. Because I'm really curious who the hell made this girl. Thanks for watching. See you guys all soon. And this video was way long. And I apologize for wasting your time.